That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-2 pitch. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Victor Martinez.
Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
On to first, and Martinez grounds into a double play.
Now batting number 20.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
0-2 coming from Sabathia. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Now at the plate, Luis Gonzalez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Left fielder, Luis Gonzalez.
And that misses inside 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Reggie racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now batting, Chris Iannetta. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Here's Bryce Harper now. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. The 1-0 delivery. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! Here's Carlos Correa now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Number 1, second baseman, Carlos Correa.
Into the windup and the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. You got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and it'll be left to a good hitting pitcher here in CC Sabathia. Hit on the ground out to short. Smith is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Right fielder, Ken Griffey.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for him. Man, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Now batting.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0
Lucroy.
for 1 thus far. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. Sliced hard, but foul. Look out over there. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Hit back up the middle. Correa moving to his right, and he's retired here, 1 away. Stepping in, Reggie Jackson.
Left fielder.
Base hit in his first trip.
Reggie Jackson.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Seager ranges to his left. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting.
So
The
coming to
pitcher,
the plate, Oral Hershiser. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away
Your
following the
attention,
RBI ground ball.
Now coming in to
Paul
pinch
Goldschmidt will
Paul
grab a bat and hit for the
Goldschmidt.
pitcher here. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff. Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Now, that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm going to give him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 from Sabathia. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Digging in
number 1. Shortstop.
Now the first pitch from CC. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And here's a ball hit in the air. Correa onto the grass. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready for another shot now. Timoteo Yamaguchi. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Yamaguchi. Your attention, please.
A new pitcher coming on here as it'll be the left-hander Glenn Perkins that gets the call.
Number 9.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple. Ready once again, Corey Seager. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Corey Seager.
First pitch on its way. This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Number 10. Andre Dawson.
New pitcher set to take
Your
over as
attention,
Chris
please.
Medlin will go
Now
to work.
pitching, Chris.
Ready with the first
Medlin.
pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. A runner at second, nobody out. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. At the plate, Luis
The
Gonzalez.
left fielder,
0 for
number
2
20,
here to start the afternoon.
Luis Gonzalez.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Jackson ranging back. He jumps and brings it in. 2 away after a great play. And the runner from third crosses the plate, make it 5-1.
Chris Iannetta.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Right fielder number 34.
So digging in now, Bryce Harper. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Now the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Bell has got it, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Comes
Leading
into
off
this
for San
at-bat 0
Antonio,
for 1 in the ballgame.
Second baseman, DJ
And he gets
LeMahieu.
ahead 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes. The game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Harper ranging back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first
Now
out.
batting, third baseman,
Ready once again, Buddy Bell. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. Harper shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Martinez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Hit on the ground to third. Iannetta is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Carlos Correa.
Leading off
He
for the
comes in
Astros.
0 for 2 thus far.
second baseman, Carlos
Nowhere close with the
Correa.
fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Barehanded for 1. On to first, and Goldschmidt has bounced into a double play.
The batter, pitcher.
Digging in to try it again, CC Sabathia. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-strike back foot slider. That's a classic pitch. Nice job of laying off of that.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. Ready for another chance. Andrew McCutchen. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Andrew McCutchen.
And there's the slider from Sabathia as he jumps ahead, 0-1.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have for the starting pitcher.
Ready for another shot now. Ken Griffey Jr. Couple of walks for him thus far.
Jr.
Lorenzo Cain will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. Hit hard up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Lucroy.
Now a little flare out to left, and that ball's going to drop. A base hit. McCutchen is on his way home. The runner scores from second. Digging in once again, Reggie Jackson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Now batting, pitcher, Chris Medlin.
Chris Medlin stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Tell you what, Matt, they got 4 runs in the inning already. Keep the pressure on him. You got to smell blood and knock him out the game when you got an opportunity to do it.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Four runs here in this half inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The relay, and he'll get in there safely. Digging in the switch hitter, Ozzie Smith. He struggled. Raisel Iglesias comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. And a rare display of small ball here as he puts this one down. And he is out on the tag. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 4 runs already across and a chance to make it 5 right here. Very weakly on the ground. Comes set with the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Oh, and he misses it. In to score, the runner from third. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. And he's safe.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Buddy Bell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Standing in, Victor Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a first pitch changeup. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's up and out of here into the archways. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a hard liner, but foul.
Oh, he definitely got away with a changeup right there. He hung that one. But the good news is you got him to pull it foul. Now you come back after him here with another pitch. Back-to-back change.
7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is. Digging in and looking for more, Timoteo Yamaguchi. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Yamaguchi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This is line to left. Reggie has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Corey Seager. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Now pitching, Justin
So
Wilson.
they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Reggie has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Andre Dawson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reggie on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lorenzo Cain. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with a hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
The batter, catch.
Settling in now.
Jonathan
Now action
Lucroy.
in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Reggie Jackson. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The relay, and he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting, The pitcher.
Now at the plate, Justin Wilson. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Corey Dickerson will get the call here as he'll hit for the...
Now pitching, Felipe.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lays off 1-0. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Iannetta takes it in. Throw to the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Stepping into the box, Ozzie Smith. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
2 out with the man at first. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Grounded back up the middle, reined in, and safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. Kenley Jansen trots in from the bullpen.
Pitching. Kenley.
Here comes the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And he will get there to make the running play. Zach Britton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as Jason
Work.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Well, that's not what they were looking for when they brought him into the game. First pitch nearly hits the first batter he's facing. That's a little bit to be concerned if you're the manager.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Chopped weakly to the left. Bell fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Into the box now, Chris Iannetta. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First offering on its way. Late that time for a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Hard liner toward short, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
Right fielder number.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
Bryce Harper.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher. So he threw the slider darting away to him.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that. Now batting, but
Leading off for the Owls, third baseman, Buddy Bell.
here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, first baseman, Victor
Ball hit
Martinez.
high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And Worth is under it now, and there are 2 away here. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting,
In now is Lorenzo Cain. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in, he'll start
Leading off
things
in the
out
bottom
against
of the
Britain as he looks to
second
close it out.
baseman,
Joaquin
Carlos
Soria, a
Correa.
right-handed reliever standing
Your attention,
6'3", gets the ball
Now
now out of the
pitching,
bullpen.
Joaquin
Over
Soria.
towards the dugout,
Now
but this
playing
one will
left
get
field,
into the stands.
number 28,
The 0-1.
Jason Worth.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters
The first
here.
baseman,
One
number
away.
44, Paul
Ready with the
Goldschmidt.
first pitch. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Jackson will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Now
Standing in now the
Your
pitcher,
attention,
Kenley
please.
Jansen. Jorge
hitting for the
Posada
pitcher,
will get the
Jansen.
call to pinch
Number
hit here
20,
as we'll see what he can do
Jorge
with 2
Posada.
out and the base is empty. Hit well on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Into the box,
The batter,
Timoteo
catcher.
Yamaguchi. He comes in
Timoteo
with a couple of hits,
Yamaguchi.
including a triple in 4 at-bats. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah,
Fans,
no
our
question.
final
He was
line
a tough
score.
out up there.